No, it's about an extra large, maybe even a large.
Yeah, but I need a 3.
Listen, I do custom orders all year long. So it depends. This one here, it's about probably a small extra large. It's $100. So depending on how much more yarn. I mean, I don't know the size difference material wise from a large to a 3X. I would say at least double, right?
Yeah.
So it would probably be at least 200.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you know, I can use cheaper yarns. Like that yarn specifically is like $6 a skein.
Oh.
But like I can use some, not this yarn because it doesn't exist anymore, but something like this. There's a lot more yarn. It's a lot cheaper. It's like $4. So it can bring the price down a lot.
Okay.
It's like cheaper materials can bring the price down so much. It's like, but if you like that yarn, those colors, stuff like that, that gives the price. But I love custom orders. I get it though. I mean, it's pricey.
Yes.
But it's stitch by stitch.
It's made for love. I know it is. I get myself.
And swear words and everything else, right?
With it. I know. Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I saw.
I would love those colors, but definitely a cheaper yarn.
I would have to do some searching.
Yes.
Because like this, so this yarn, it's called Happy. It's Lion brand mandala yarn, and a mandala ombre actually.
Yeah.
You can get it at Walmart. The cheapest that they sell it is at Walmart for like $6 and some odd cents.
Right.
It's like, and you can't even buy it like on sale, even if you use coupons and stuff at Joann's.
Right.
You can get them there, but
Then
it's still more expensive than regular price at Walmart. So, but I haven't seen another yarn with a colorway similar, not like as vibrant.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like not those colors. But
Do you have
I can
information
look.
for me? Like a card?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. There's a business card right here.
Okay.
I'll say I like talking about crochet and stuff just as much as I like doing it. I've got, there's a QR
I think I
code.
can make it cool.
Yes, there is. That one of the, is that a card with a QR code on the front?
I think so.
The big box?
Yep.
Okay. So I just got new cards. There were some old ones in front of it.
Okay.
Do you know how to use a QR code?
You take a picture of your phone, right?
Yeah, you don't actually take a picture, you just aim your camera at it, and it'll pop up with the link.
Right.
So if it doesn't pop up right away, you just kind of move your phone around and keep trying, and it will pop up. But you click the link, and it'll bring up my link tree. QR codes will take you to anything, but it'll take you to my link tree, which has Ravelry or Facebook, Instagram, Etsy, YouTube, all of it. My email.
Are you on Rav?
I am on Rav.
I've got Let's Guide Us on there.
Okay, well, find me. Find me on Rav.
I will.
I was gonna say it's literally the first link. So
Okay.
easy peasy. Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't do mine now, but I love that sweater.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say if in this, oh gosh, it's a wool cuddle sweater. It's the designer of
So
it.
hand wash?
Yes.
Okay.
It probably would
I'd want
be.
something that's machine
So
washable.
I have machine washed this yarn. This yarn specifically, like this sweater, I have washed it.
Did it shrink?
No.
Okay.
No, it's acrylic.
Okay.
I don't like to use materials that have
shrink.
the possibility to shrink. Yeah.
I do Felton, so.
What's the price of this sweater?
$100.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's a specialty craft yarn. I got it at AC Moore before they closed. but yeah, so like for this specifically, it would be $100. It's about an extra large as well. All of the
That's what I was
sweaters.
going to run ask the size. So not for me. It's pretty small.
Well, an oversized look is kind of a thing these days too. Hi, buddy. She's like, whoa. But yeah, I mean, I was just talking with her actually about a sweater. Cheaper materials bring the price down a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like this yarn, yeah.
No, it's worth everything.
Yeah, it's fun. Super fun.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
I'll let you get back to it.
Absolutely. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Careful. I don't want you to stab yourself on the walls.
How are you?
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, it's really gorgeous.
So I love pattern testing for people.
That is awesome. I mean, just the alternating colors.
That was actually more of an accident. That cream color, I didn't have enough, and I couldn't buy anymore because the store went out of business.
Yeah.
So like I tried searching for that yarn, and you couldn't. You could buy it like on eBay, but I don't buy yarn on eBay. You don't know where it's been.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
I never thought, that's true.
Yeah, it could smell like anything. It could have bugs. Like it's always in somebody's home.
Yeah.
Or in some warehouse or somebody's shed, like mouse droppings. I ain't buying yarn on eBay.
Now this white that's below it.
Oh, it's just a skirt. It's
okay.
It's a cowl, actually.
I like.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that is one small skirt.
No. She doesn't have a butt to worry about.
Do you mind if I lift this?
Oh, absolutely. Hi guys, I just wanted to pop on. You can see I got, you know, another new haircut. It's half up, half down now. It's back to, I used to have a bob back around high school and I needed to go back to that. I am scheduled on Monday the 22nd of January to have surgery to repair my umbilical hernia. It's a fun time, but I have to get it fixed. I can't go through another craft show year without it getting fixed. It just gets worse. The worse it gets, the more dangerous it becomes, the worse it is and harder it is to fix. So, that being said, I'm doing some wrap-ups from this last year. I'm doing a bunch of videos at the same time, so if you see me wearing, you know, the same little outfit, looking the same way in the next couple of videos, that's why. I want to make sure that if I'm not feeling up for doing videos after my surgery, that you guys are good to go. So this video is a recap of the craft show we had Black Friday weekend at Blessed Sacrament in Erie, PA. Blessed Sacrament is a Catholic school, I believe. It's a show that they've had for many years. It used to be organized by somebody else, I think, and now it's organized by another set of people, and it's a big show. I will say that. I can't say that I did very well, realistically. But I'm just going to go through the breakdown, and then I'll talk more about it after, and I'll post pictures and some video clips of the show itself. So let's get started. So to start off, the date was November 24th through the 26th. It was a 3-day show. I think all 3 days were right around like noon to 5, roughly. I spent $53 in food over the weekend. And I spent $211 to book a room for the weekend because this show is about an hour from my home. And I was not driving an hour there and an hour back every day for 3 days. And I'm so glad that I didn't. The fee for the show was $125. And I actually spent about $20 in gas to go from home up there and then back home at the end of the weekend. So my total fees were $409. The show had high fees, which not great. But I couldn't risk not getting a room, driving there and back every day to hopefully spend less in gas, and then possibly lose out on everything and not make anything because we get really awful winters. Up in Erie sometimes. So sometimes we get no snow at all until well after Christmas, like this year. But in other years we might get 2 feet of snow the very first snowfall we get. So have to weigh that either way. Alright, so going through the list of what I sold. I sold 1 adult beanie, so no pom-pom, for $25. I sold 7 of my Tank the Turtles for $10. I sold 3 axolotls for $20. I sold 2 of my Not Your Granny cowls for $20. I sold 6 fur pom-poms on a keychain for $2 a piece. I sold 1 about 6-inch Godzilla for $20. I sold 1 6-inch pickle for $20. I sold 1 kid's ear warmer for $8. 2 Martha chickens. This is a pattern that I'm going to be putting out because I've had enough people ask for it. So 2 of them for $18. 2 of my fringe cowls. It's an oversized Not Your Granny cowl with fringe. I sold 2 of those for $40 each. I sold 1 duck for $20. 1 little Christmas tree guy for $20. 1 triceratops for $15. 1 possum for $20. 1 small axolotl for $15. I used the same pattern, but I used Parfait Chunky instead of Sweet Snuggles Light, and it made it a lot smaller. 1 set of fingerless gloves for $20, and 1 adult pom-pom hat for $30. So when you add all of that up, I sold $541 worth of product, which on most other accounts would be an amazing show. But it just so happens that it just was too much in fees for me for the weekend. I ended up, if you take my fees out, I made a profit of $132. And let's say there were about 15 hours. There was actually more. Well, okay, so it's like 2 hours to set up. It ended up being about 2 hours to tear down because this load-in was not easy. I had a choice of either parking in the front and unloading everything, having to walk it down a long sidewalk, walk it through the front doors of the gym, weaving in and out of vendors all the way through this huge gym, through another set of doors, down a big long hallway, through another set of doors into the room that I was in, around more vendors, all the way to the far back corner to set up. That's every trip. I don't have a big dolly to bring everything, and there wouldn't have been room either. So my other choice was to carry everything up a set of stairs, which there were probably 6 or 7 stairs. So there weren't many, but to take every trip upstairs and then go downstairs to get more, and just up and down, up and down. It was exhausting. I didn't have to tear down every day. I wouldn't have done the show if that was the case. So with the extra time for setup, the extra time for tear down, the 15 plus hours of actual show time, we're looking at around 20 hours of work. So $132 divided by 20 hours. Let's see. $6 and some odd cents. That's just off the top of my head math. An hour, which is below minimum wage. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I deserve more than minimum wage. Well above minimum wage for something like this. My normal day job, I work as a CNA. I honestly think that my crochet job is a lot more physically taxing. Not necessarily mentally taxing, but you know, I am dealing with a repetitive injury from crocheting right now, so it's caused me physical harm. But at the same time, it's rewarding mentally. It's physically exhausting with all of the craft show market day, like setup, tear down, stuff like that. It puts wear and tear on my vehicle in a way that my day job normally doesn't. So if I can get paid $14 an hour as a CNA with 10 months of training, that's what it took for me to get my CNA. No, not 10 months, 10 weeks, I think. Then I think 20 years of training to where I am now earns me a lot more. So $6.60 an hour just isn't enough. So that being said, I ended up selling, let's see, I guess it didn't add up how many items I sold total. So 7, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. I sold 35 items between 3 days. So I'm used to making more than this at a 2-day show. In the weekend, 2 weekends before this show, I was in the same area, and basically these shows were marketed to be the same. They had about the same amount of vendors and everything. They were advertised similarly. The show hosts were very confident in themselves similarly. And the one that I did a couple weekends before that, which I just posted the video of it, I made $1,000 in 2 days with way less expenses too. And this one, I made half of that over 3 days. So it's just disappointing. Then there was a bit of an issue with the organizer. You know, they had asked for criticism, they had asked for feedback, and when you actually give the feedback and trying to say it in a helpful way, and given the conversations that we had had before, because I host shows myself as well, not nearly as big, no, but it all breaks down to very similar things. But trying to give feedback as a vendor with also the background as a host, I really didn't like the, to be blunt, the attitude that I got back from it. So I probably won't do another show with this group of ladies. I don't like to say that I'm sensitive, but maybe I am a little sensitive, and I don't need to deal with people that make me feel that way when they specifically asked for it, for what I said. So I wasn't mean about it, you know, I didn't do well. There were promises made about my space that weren't met. There were promises made about attendance that weren't met. And it's just frustrating. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and cut this clip. I'll add some pictures too, and hope you enjoyed the video. Bye, guys.